Hello Aries, welcome to your general reading for June 2025. If you just found my channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. Anything else? What's going on with Aries or those cross-watching for Aries? Wow, 2 cards. Bottom of the deck, man holding a heart. Okay, we have victim mentality and victory. I bent the card. We have victory in reverse. Someone is stuck. They're stuck. They don't know what to do. They're tethered to something that, you know, this person is so much bigger than this bed. They could just pick it up with 2 fingers. Remove the tether, close the window, stop the clock, like figure out their stuff. If this feels like, well, I can't, or I'm tethered to this, or I'm obligated to that. You know, maybe this person always will be because they're keeping themselves there, and it feels like the disempowered perception. I am calling it a perception because everybody has free will. No one needs to stay in a situation that is manageable, or no one needs to overcomplicate their life. Let's look at it from the other side of things. If someone does overcomplicate their life, then they're just escaping. Something is not going to turn out the way someone hopes it will. And I feel like this is, you know, the crumbling that happens. And I don't know if it is, well, it could be either or. You know, Aries, you may feel like there's someone I love and they can't leave another situation. I feel this is so third party. And if they're staying, karmically, there could be a reason they stay. There could be children. You know, there's all of that. And that's why I don't read about that stuff, because I don't want to give it energy. But this, to me, feels like a big, I mean, listen to the beeping outside. It's like, caution, you know, road crew ahead, construction, potholes, all of it. I feel like just be careful, know what you're getting into. Spirit, can we get just anything else? I mean, because frankly, I could say reading is done. What's going on here? What is going on for Aries? Loss. Now, for those of you who feel like this is a situation that is not going to turn out in your favor, it could be that you have to let this go for something to change. It's almost like, well, I keep thinking something is going to get better. I keep thinking, I keep flipping cards. I keep reading about, you know, what's going on at home, and it looks like they're about to separate. Whether they make that choice or they don't make that choice, whoever this is talking about, and it could be you, there's a reason that I think Spirit is saying, just untether, let that ship sail. Now, could that bring about a turn of events? Let's say that this energy happened a year ago and you have had crickets, dead silence with this person. What's going to happen? Are they going to resurface, Spirit? Well, they are looking to the future. Maybe this is what needed to happen. Maybe something did implode. What's going on with, wow. Okay, we have death. Something's over. There's definitely a situation that came to an end, but we have the Chariot in reverse, 7 of Swords. Something is not moving forward, and this could have been part of a conversation with another person. This, you know, this will not go anywhere. This Chariot will not move forward if we don't make some big decisions. For somebody, it felt like a game. It felt as though this was a win-lose situation. This is my unfair and unlevel playing field card. 5 of Swords is difficult. You know, I'm out for me, and only for me. And I'm hearing that one. King of Wands could be your energy. I feel like this is the embodiment of courage by whoever decided this is a done deal. It's a loss. The situation is not going to pan out in the way I need it to. Spirit, can we look at, first of all, I want to ask Spirit, is there an attachment to a long-term partner? Is that what this is? Is there an attachment to a long-term partner? Okay, well, we have the moon, which tells me, and we have the 10 of Pentacles. So yes, that tells me that there's home, family, and money. The moon tells me you may not know. We have the Knight of Swords, which could be perhaps discord at home, perhaps children, a part of this person's life. How are things going at home? Someone feels, oh, sorry, it was at the bottom of the other deck. It's the lack card. I don't have what my heart desires. And, you know, if this is, I'm willing to leave it behind. I'm willing to say, you know, maybe keep the house, keep the money. I'm sick of fighting. I just saw 1111. I just want to leave. I just want to be happy. Oh, wow. King of Wands again. It could be that this is about to shift. And I'm totally feeling a Tower moment. What is happening in that relationship? I can't believe I'm reading about a third party. I'm sorry. I'm going there though. The energy that I felt was crazy. Like, how do I maintain this? And I do feel like, let's say the person on the outside of the long-term relationship, whoever that is, there's something there. It's either something that has alleviated some, you know, sadness, or a feeling like there's a void in their life, but there's unfinished business at home. And so what I want to get to is there something that is a powerful enough draw toward this third person that forces change? Judgment, beyond illusion. I'm getting with this innocence energy. It's Judgment in the Sun, but I'm getting with this, I'd be hurting my kids. I'd be hurting my kids. They don't deserve that. What's going on? The Emperor in reverse. Postponement. Four of Swords. In this deck, it's a deliberate, I'm not going to deal. I don't want to deal. I'm just going to look out this pretty window at the landscape in the distance, and it looks so inviting, and I want to go there, but I'm not going to do it. So what is the person on the outskirts of this relationship being advised to do? Five of Wands and Death. You're in a situation like this is, there's drama, there's other people commanding attention. I got to show you the way the deck is looking. We have the Chariot. In this deck, awareness. And I feel like the person on the outside of the relationship may be saying, I'm always going to be on the outside of this relationship. I'm reaching out to my person. They may not grab my hands. This is definitely a Tower moment. And it could be that this is just a realization. It's no nothingness. Nothing's going to come of this. This is such a hard message, but I don't know if this person just needs time or they're not willing to do anything. Oh, gosh. The Hierophant. So if Spirit is saying that there's nothing you can do because this person's in a commitment, and unless they're willing to, take some action, be very decisive about what they want, it will continue to carry on in the way that it is. They could be staying because of money, Ten of Pentacles, family ties, family stuff, anything else. Wow, a lot of cards flew out. Okay, we have at the bottom of the deck the Ten of Wands, suppression. Okay. The Five of Swords. The Eight of Swords in this deck, guilt. And then we have a card I want to flip. You'll see it in a minute. The Ten of Cups. This is hard, guys, because it feels to me like there is, on one hand, the realization that there's stress, and you, I'm saying you, but whoever is the third party could be just solid as a rock, could be amazing. Or if you flip it, it could be so temporary and you don't see it. You, meaning the person who's on the outskirts of this. And I feel like this person genuinely feels badly. It's almost like there's not enough challenging energy at home to make it worth leaving. Or maybe there's just enough fun and play to make it, tolerable. But the walls close in. There's the Empress. Communication, the Moon, past lives, and the Five of Cups. I feel like the third party has a bigger impact on the person who is unwilling to make a move than maybe they realize. What is that connection? The person who's stuck and the person who is on the outskirts of their life. And it feels strongly, third party can be anything, but I feel strongly it's a long-term relationship, or at the very least, it's a family dynamic. Anything, external party, there we go. Anything else? So let's see what it is that perhaps is triggering about your connection. Okay, we have lessons of Pluto, lessons of Neptune, distance, too much distance in the connection, triggers, bottom of the deck, synergistic. I don't doubt there's something strong enough there to cause some real inner turmoil. What do I do? What do I do? The walls are closing in on me. This person I've met is amazing. This person is so full of beauty and love and compassion, and I find myself, ready to get swallowed up by two cyclones of energy, and I'm trying to maintain both. And I feel like Spirit is saying, time out. What needs to be addressed here? It's probably way deeper than I would get into in a general reading, but it feels to me like the bigger picture is, are you happy? We have overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Vanishing, mirror, ego sublimation. This could be, somebody stroking another person's ego. It is, unfortunately, there's an unhealthy element to this. Repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Now, whatever direction this feels like difficult, wrong, whatever you want to fill in that blank with, it's like something was brought in to shake somebody up or to stir them in a way. And if that stirring is, it's not so bad, make the best of it. Maybe that's what they're triggered to do. If they're in a relationship that, let's just say, it's pretty bad at home. It's pretty bad at home. It's glim. It doesn't look good, and they're ready to let it go. Then third party, whoever you are, There's not much you can do about it right now. So what is Spirit? Okay, Spirit said, in all fairness, let's get some genuine, like, feelings and intentions from the person who would love to be there for the third party but maybe can't. What would they like to tell the third party? I can't tell you when, I can't tell you how, but I can assure you I will. Manipulation, what I did with selfish intentions. Best of both worlds. You know, I'm sometimes Spirit shows me repeat things and they mean something. When you're given visions and things, it paints a picture, and the reader, the intuitive, learns to rely on what that means. And I'm seeing somebody spinning plates, and they have so many in the air. What's going to happen? They're going to crash. What does the stuck person want to say to the third party? Anything else? They know that there's a powerful connection. We share the memory of many lifetimes together. You are as familiar today as you were centuries ago. That was that past life energy we saw here, moon energy. They feel it. They know it. You know, I don't know, right person, wrong time. Oh, I feel for whoever's going through this. And I got to tell you, they are going through a major, and we see this metamorphosis, this transformative energy happening. And is it, do I stay because my life's really cushy, overwhelm and plenty? You know, are there emotions just pouring in? It feels like there is such a draw in the third party's direction, but no clue how to make it happen. However, the third card that flew out, willpower. We will do this no matter what it takes. I appreciate your faithfulness, compassion, and that you hung in there with me. Now, I asked, what do they want to say to the third party? So it feels like, you know, we're going to get there. Like, almost like, please wait for me. Is that what this is, Spirit? Please wait for me. What does that person need to say? What does that person need to say? I just saw 2222. I want to come clean. Okay, well, for those of you didn't know what was going on, what they were juggling, they want to come clean. They want to speak their truth and hope that you can appreciate their perspective. I got tongue-tied for a second. It almost feels like this person's a little nervous. Have you moved on? You might have ended it. You might have said, wait a minute, listen, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, you know, a spirit was telling you in this bit of advice, or what, I think that was advice, like, what do you need to know? This is a situation where your person would love to extend themselves to you and they may not be able to. And you might be thinking, you know, is their marriage solid? Is their relationship solid? Is whatever they're doing solid? Maybe it's not a marriage, you know, that won't be for everybody. But you're trying to figure that out, and maybe they haven't told you. They might be very artfully disguising some things. They haven't wanted to face what has been weighing on them. Running from my problems, escapism. Well, you know, then everything will be status quo. Then you will be looking out the window onto that beautiful vista and saying, gosh, look at that. That's so gorgeous. I wish I could have a piece of that or enjoy that. So this probably is just for 1 or 2 of you. Will you relocate to be near me? If this isn't an outright, you know, move here or be with me, you might have distance between you and The distance, needs to be overcome. Will it? Where is this headed, Spirit? Where is the relationship between the attached person and the third party headed? Where is this headed? You will be at a distance from one another. Bottom of the deck, just friends. Now, if this speaks to the relationship they're in, well, let's ask. So what about the long-term partnership for whom that applies? It won't apply for everybody. If somebody's attached in a marriage or otherwise, long-term partnership, where's that headed? Bring out the best in each other. That relationship could be healing. That relationship could have evolved to the point where those people are becoming better versions of themselves. Wow. 2 more. Healing one another. But look at that. Concurrent relationships. I feel like that's the third party. This person's not willing, I don't think, to split up a family, desiring a family. I think that the 10 of Pentacles and the it's not so bad at home energy that's showing up for me here is enough to make them stay. That's how I feel. Oh, energetically, that's what I'm picking up. So what does Spirit want you to know about this long term? For those of you who are married to the Aries who has had a side dish, I don't think they're going anywhere. And I'm sorry you experienced that. Telepathy. There's a strong connection here. Very strong connection. Oh my gosh. Dark night of the soul. We have investigating at the bottom of the deck, trying to figure something out, trying to look into what has happened. Permanent mark. Wow. I'm sort of feeling like it's there. You feel it. It's palpable. It drives probably both parties kind of nuts, but this may be one of those I'll see you in the next lifetime energies. So let's get advice for the third party. Oh, Spirit. Advice for the third party. Clear advice for the third party. You may need to be the peacekeeper in a situation that has become contentious. And maybe this is just don't rock the boat. Bottom of the deck. You must accept this as divine intervention and protection. This is blocked. They got to figure their stuff out. For the first time, I feel like I read for 3 groups of people. I hope I did it justice. And if whoever is feeling like, wow, my long-term partner's heart belongs to someone else, that might be the hardest decision, to break up a family and just cut them loose. I don't know. I feel like this is deeper and wider than I could read, and I've already made it kind of long. So Aries, I'm going to stop. I'm going to leave it there. Yeah. Thank you. Happy birthday. Regardless of what's going on here. And frankly, I could be reaching a small group of people. And in fact, this is so complicated and messy. I hope that's the case. But somebody needed to hear this. All right, my dears. Happy birthday, Aries. Take care. I will see you next month.